Are you guys feeling ignited? Are you on fire? All right, well, good. Well, we're going to show you guys how to catch fire through the power of Inform. And who better to share this with us than our Director of Business Development? Let's bring her back out here on stage, Rancha Trick. Rancha.
The clicker? The clicker. Oh, there, awesome. All right. Oh, am I mic'd? And here we go. So what'd you think of that presentation? Do you like the resource center that's coming up for you guys that he offered at the end? Awesome, great. Well, we're here to talk about Inform, and I want to introduce Yannick Aubry. She hasn't formally been introduced. She is our new regional sales manager. She's working with our Quebec French people. Yes, yes. She's doing a fantastic job. So we're very excited to have her on our team. So I want to bring up our panel for today. And first off, I would like to introduce Sherry Doak. So if she can come up to the stage, that'd be great. Sherry is an iInspire winner, and she will tell you that she won the trip because of Inform. And some stats here, 100% increase in her monthly check, so that's pretty exciting. And TGV up 634% since the launch in November. So that's extremely exciting. So welcome to the stage, Sherry Doak. And she's coming up here. Yes, awesome. Next, we have Ramona Kosawan, also an iInspire trip winner. 30% increase in her TGV, had 2 of her participants win the Transform Challenge, and we saw Beth here take number 2 in the Grand Prize Challenge. So let's welcome Ramona. Next, we have Isabelle Langlois, also an iInspire trip winner. See a pattern here? This is Inform Coach, trips, it's kind of cool. 49% first level managers purchased TGV, an increase of 49%. And a 24% increase in her TGV. So let's welcome to the stage Isabelle Langlois. Next we have Bahar Mahmoudi. She, 17 business associates brought on since the launch of Inform, and a 21% increase in her TGV. So let's welcome to the stage Bahar. Thank you. Next we have Melanie Monette. Exciting 52% increase in her TGV. She currently has 4 Inform coaches in her organization, and it's growing. So let's welcome Melanie to the stage. And the newest member, this is so exciting. I just literally met her at Rhea's meeting in August, and I was like, you have to be on stage with us. This is so exciting. She started in May. She's already a bronze manager. She has not, I have 2 here, but she has 3 people becoming certified Inform coaches on Friday. And a 188% increase in her monthly check, even though she just started. It keeps growing and growing and growing. And currently number 10 in the iInspire Alaska Cruise. So come on up, Jose. All right, well, we have some questions to ask you. And I'll start at this end here. So the first question I'd like to ask each of you is, why did you want to become an Inform coach?
Well, I wanted to become an Inform coach because I really wanted to reach as many people as I could. So you can do consultations one-on-one, but my whole goal was I much prefer to sit down with a group of 10 or 12 people and say something once than, meeting with 10 people and having to say it 10 or 12 times. So, I really wanted to be able to touch as many people as I could, and I thought this was when I saw the Inform program, I just thought what a great program it was. My husband and I had owned a gym for 25 years, and doing consultations there, everyone wanted weight loss. So I knew weight loss was huge. It was a no-brainer. Everybody, whether they wanted to lose 50 pounds or 5 pounds, everyone wanted to, that was a common theme, right? And I just thought, what a great program. Because it's not even just about weight loss. It's such a great, well-rounded educational program that, even if weight loss wasn't their main interests, that there's so many other things for them there. So that's why I chose it.
Ramona?
I had a vision of doing a weight loss group. I just didn't really have the resources. I didn't really know how to put that together. So when they launched Inform, I thought it was a really good fit. I find it disheartening when I see people using so many different weight loss products that don't have the depth that Nature Sunshine has, and they don't have the healing aspect, and that's really missing. So I like the idea of incorporating the healing aspect with helping them transform their appearance and their vitality long term. And I find too that with the new weight loss product, it makes it easier to do that. We have more to offer in product.
Awesome. Isabelle?
Donc, la question. I'm not. C'est correct. Oui, c'est beau. OK. Tu veux poser la question en français? Je peux la faire en français. Donc, pourquoi voulais-tu devenir un coach uniforme?
Tout simplement, j'avais besoin d'un nouvel outil pour ma clientèle qui voulait perdre du poids.
Closer.
Je trouve qu'avec le programme Inform, ça nous a aidé à...
Put it closer.
Ah, pardon. Le Inform nous aide beaucoup. J'avais besoin de nouvel outil pour aider ma clientèle à vouloir perdre du poids. Quand les personnes ont beaucoup de poids à perdre, c'était pas évident pour moi de pouvoir les supporter. Qu'est-ce que j'ai trouvé avec le programme Inform?
Donc, elle voulait attirer de la nouvelle clientèle. Can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Donc, she wanted to attract new customers to her business, and she thought Inform would be good for her, and this is why she started it.
I was attracted to this program because it's beyond eat less and move more. It's teaching you how to change your lifestyle. And I often repeat this in my class. Inform program is not just about the weight. It's about to learn how to live healthy ever after.
Awesome.
Pour ma part, depuis 20 ans, je pratique la naturopathie et ça fait longtemps que je cherchais un outil qui permettait aux gens de vraiment s'éduquer au niveau alimentaire, au niveau des connaissances. Moi, je crois que tout passe par la rééducation, en plus de bien connaître le fonctionnement de leur système et le pourquoi que la perte de poids, des fois, est plus difficile.
She's been a naturopath for 20 years, and she was looking for something new to offer to her clientele in regards to showing them how to new eating habits and a weight loss program. And when she found Inform, she thought it was the right program for her.
For me, this is a confession. I became an Inform coach because I'm lazy and I love to kiss. I was already working with other companies, which I was aware that wasn't the right way to go. So one day I saw the Inform manual, and someone was actually with Melanie's group, and she said, you should take a look at this. So I started to look at this, and I said, well, Nature Sunshine did all the work for me, so how can I be in? This was on Thursday, so I called Melanie, and Sunday I was certified.
Awesome.
Great story.
You don't waste any time. I love it. Absolutely. All right, Jenny.
Perfect. So the second question is, how did you fill your first Inform class? For example, did you make phone calls? Did you use flyers? What did you have posters? What about Facebook? Or do you have a website?
Actually, we're still down
You
here.
want to start that way? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I did my first Inform program at a holistic health market, so a health food store. So we had put posters up, we had used the social media, it was on our Facebook. And then what I think really worked is we did information sessions. So people didn't know what Inform was or what the program was, so we scheduled half a dozen information sessions. So they were just short sessions where people could come and we would give a brief synopsis of the program. And if people signed up that night, we gave them a discount. So people were motivated. They then knew what the program was, and that seemed really helpful for me when we did that.
To fill my first class, I just reached out to all of the contacts that I had. I live in a small community, but a lot of people there know what I do. Everyone I ran into and chatted with, I let them know I was starting something new and launching the program. I called active and inactive clients, even some who hadn't used products for quite some time. I let them know I was doing something new, and that's really what brought the people in for me.
Pour commencer, mes premiers groupes, j'ai envoyé ma publicité par courriel à tous mes clientèles. J'ai envoyé des affiches aussi aux endroits où je travaille. Et c'est ce qui m'a permis de partir 3 groupes, soit le dimanche matin. J'ai essayé d'adapter selon la clientèle que j'avais. Je suis partie avec 3 groupes pour commencer.
So she sent out emails when she started, and she had posters, and she had 3 groups when she started, And that's how she got her Inform business off the ground.
It's funny if I tell you, I got 2 group of participants before I even became a coach. I was helping Sherry in Nature's Emporium. I work in Nature's Emporium, Canada's largest health food store. And she kindly let me to volunteer in her class by weighing people. So in that way, I learned how to work with the scale and how to get familiar with the material. And then last year, I went to Ottawa for the seminar, for the conference, and then on Sunday, I became a certified coach. On Monday, I had my first group registered. They were in my community. I went to my community before the seminar, and I got 5 people. And then on Tuesday, I had 7 people registered, and I started my class. And Millie asked me, how soon you want your material? I said, today is Sunday, I want them for Monday and Tuesday. She said, it's impossible to get your material in short notice. But Teresa, my store manager, who is a weight loss coach, and Lori, my upline manager, they helped me, they gave me their material, and I started my both classes on Monday and Tuesday.
Awesome. That's great. That's
Mes premiers groupes ont été assez faciles. J'y allais avec les références. Par la suite, j'ai décidé de faire travailler mes contacts pour moi. Donc, j'ai agrandi ma zone de confort, j'ai fait des téléphones et, exemple, j'avais une directrice de garderie, j'ai utilisé le BioTracker comme outil et je leur disais, bon, invitez vos amis, invitez tout le personnel et je les faisais peser avec la balance et comme ça, j'ai monté quelques groupes. J'ai envoyé également des courriels, j'ai utilisé la documentation avec les petits pamphlets qu'on avait fait faire et ça le fait boule de neige. Maintenant, les gens téléphonent pour avoir leur place pour Inform.
I'm going to try to translate that. Her first groups were quite easy, she said, and she did use emails, posters, and all that. And afterwards, she thought outside the box, and she went to get other groups. And she says the BioTracker, I don't know if you had a chance to meet us up front and get your stats done, but she says that was a really, really, really great tool for her to get her business going. And t'avais 4 groupes? She had 4 groups when she started. So it's really thinking outside the box, asking everybody, offering everybody what we have to offer.
Pour moi, mon premier groupe, ils n'ont pas eu le choix. C'était déjà des gens que je suivais en perte de poids. Puis quand ils sont venus me rencontrer, je leur ai dit, c'est la dernière fois aujourd'hui que je te vends les produits qu'on utilisait avant. À partir de la semaine prochaine, voici ce que j'ai à t'offrir. Puis c'est comme ça que j'ai monté mon premier groupe ici au Québec. Mon premier groupe au Nouveau-Brunswick, j'étais en vacances, j'ai apporté ma BioTracker parce que je suis devenue un petit peu une BioTracker freak. C'est comme embarquer là-dessus, je suis même personnellement impressionnée par tout ce qu'on peut savoir, non seulement par rapport au poids, mais par rapport à notre propre santé. Donc, j'ai mis sur Facebook une petite annonce disant « Avis aux intéressés, je suis en ville, en vacances, j'ai ma BioTracker. Si vous voulez savoir votre pourcentage de gras à 10 peu, puis je donnais des petites explications. Et votre âge métabolique, c'est vraiment avec l'âge métabolique que j'étais capable d'aller les chercher. Donc, je leur ai dit que je leur chargeais 10 $ pour avoir leurs résultats, puis que je leur remettais leurs 10 $ si ils adhéraient à un groupe Inform. J'avais d'ailleurs pas encore demandé à ma mère si je pouvais utiliser sa place pour faire un groupe. Elle n'a pas eu le choix non plus. Donc, elle va être certifiée demain aussi, fait que ça amène plein de choses. Mais c'est comme ça que j'ai commencé mes groupes.
Okay. So I have, woo.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So how she got started? Well, she got certified on the Sunday, and she already had groups of weight loss she was following with other products. And the following week, she just told them, beginning next week, these are the products we're going to use. And she said she is a BioTracker freak, not just because of the weight you see, but everything, all the stats you could have. So she got people, she was charging them $10 to get their stats done, and how she got them was with their metabolic age. And if they joined her group, then she would refund them the $10. She has a group in New Brunswick. Her first one was in Quebec, And she said that with her mother, she didn't even tell her she was coming over, but she was like, we're doing a weight loss program in your basement, and you got to say yes. So that's pretty much it. J'ai oublié quelque chose? And she's going to be certified tomorrow, her mother.
That's awesome. Make it happen, whatever you got to do, right? Make it happen. All right, next question is, once you became certified, how easy was it for you to jump in and start an informed class with all the materials given to you from the company? So obviously like the manual, the PowerPoints, all that kind of stuff.
Honestly, it was so easy. When I saw the manual, the coach's manual, and then went through the PowerPoints, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a no-brainer, really. It was so easy. You could sit down, open up your coach's journal or manual, and it told you everything you needed to do. From how to prepare for the class to maybe some ideas for prizes, recipes for smoothies. So it was funny. I did the training, I became a coach, and then started my classes, and there was a few weeks where I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even get to review the night before what I was doing the next day. And I would show up in class, like right before the class, go, oh, okay, this is what I'm doing this week. But honestly, it was so I could just put the PowerPoint up, have everyone go to their journal, and just follow it, and nobody knew that I didn't look at it. Probably the hardest thing about it was maybe hooking up my computer to the projector some nights. Other than that, once the presentation started, it was great, so easy.
Awesome.
Yes, I'd have to agree. It was easy. I read the coach's manual very thoroughly before my first class. And, other than just having a decent blender, a way to show the PowerPoints. You could either print them. I chose to show them on my TV. I did my first class in my home. And there wasn't much else to be done. It was pretty simple.
Awesome.
Pour commencer, les groupes uniformes, c'est accessible à tout le monde et c'est facile. C'est un clé en main, que c'est pas compliqué. La seule chose qui était compliquée, c'est de dire aux gens qu'on peut pas faire les 13 rencontres aujourd'hui parce que tout le monde veut tout savoir en même temps. Il faut juste dire, on a 13 rencontres pour voir tout le matériel. Mais ça a été très facile.
She says that the Inform package is really an all-inclusive package, and people are really interested in the program. And in her first groups, they wanted to have all the 13 modules right then and there. And she said, like, no, it's like a step-by-step process, and each week during the 13 weeks, we will have a new module.
With the material they give us, it was very easy, and the slides are very well built, and also Ranch has a weekly email, and sometimes she posts on Facebook very interesting subjects. I often use her emails and the Facebook post, and my participants love this because weekly is changing, and they get updated with new product, with new information. I really like that. Thank you, Rancha.
Oh, no problem.
Pour ma part, j'aimais beaucoup le manuel. Je trouvais que c'était l'outil vraiment primordial. Les gens peuvent suivre et vraiment avoir un bon suivi dans leur développement. Et moi, j'ai créé des groupes Facebook pour suivre mon groupe. Donc, quand ils ont des petites questions durant leur semaine, on peut vraiment, ils peuvent se référer soit à moi ou même entre eux, ils se répondent. Fait que, avec les outils qui sont développés maintenant, c'est beaucoup plus facile.
Inform has really good tools for the participants, and she especially likes the participant manual so they could follow. But she also has her groups created on Facebook, so they can, if they have any questions, they could go there. And what is really great is that they answer each other, so there's a team atmosphere with the Inform groups.
C'est très facile de partir des groupes puis de s'intégrer, puis autant pour les gens, les clients, que pour nous en tant que coach, parce que tout est déjà là. Même que, je dis, Nature Sunshine sont en train d'amplifier ma lâcheté parce que hier, j'étais en train de préparer un petit document pour nos prochains groupes avec des idées. Je suis tout le temps remplie d'idées. Puis par le temps, je l'ai mis sur papier. Ils nous ont présenté déjà des feuilles avec exactement qu'est-ce qu'on est en train de faire. Je vais devenir de plus en plus lâche, mais de plus en plus riche. Merveilleux. C'est vraiment facile. S'il y a des gens qui se questionnent par rapport à l'information qui leur manque, qui ne sont pas naturopathes. Je ne suis pas naturopathe non plus. C'était en partie un stress. Sauf que posez-vous pas trop de questions. C'est vraiment, tout est déjà là, tout établi. Puis avec Jannick, justement, qui est là pour nous, peu importe les questions, tout ce qu'on peut rencontrer, on y a répondu, on y a aidé. C'est vraiment merveilleux, c'est vraiment facile.
Merci. So she says it's really great, the tools that we do have with Inform. And before Rancha gave all our new documents or tools yesterday, she had already created them. So she's like, now I'm going to become lazy and just make more money and focus on what I'm supposed to focus on.
I love her honesty. So great.
Quoi d'autre?
All right, so Janique, you've got,
No.
oh, sorry. Next question.
So anybody that needs help in English, they can, or me, they can go to Rancha in French. I'm there as well, available. That was part of what she said. So,
Next question.
pardon?
Next question.
Yes. Okay, what are some of the results from your classes, highlights of participants, and how much weight they lost and how it changed their lives?
Sherry?
Well, our first group lost almost 110 pounds, and I remember the waist, inches off the waist, because it was 26.5 inches, which is almost a whole waist gone, which was amazing. I had one lady in particular, everyone comes for different reasons, but she was a teacher, and her goal, and it seemed small, but her goal was to be able to, in her school, walk up the stairs without getting out of breath and having to hold onto the rail to pull herself up. That was a real chore for her. So that was kind of her goal. And at the end of the program, she'd lost about 17 pounds. I think she lost like 8 inches off of her body. She, by that point, was on the treadmill. She was actually running, which was a big thing for her. So going up the stairs she's like, I can do it. She came and she said, I can do it. I can go up and down the stairs. And I have more energy now. And the kids are, saying, Miss, what are you doing? You look amazing. So that was so cool. It's so great to see people make those changes in their life. And whether they lose a big amount of weight or small, just the changes. That seemed like such a small thing, but it was so big for her.
That's awesome. Great story.
I'll share a few. There's 3 of them are actually here today. Mandy, you met on the stage. So she lost over 17 pounds, and since finishing, it's gone up to 20, more than 3 inches off her waist. And what was great for her is she had some digestive problems, and I don't know of any weight loss programs that address this. And we were able to help her to get that in check and get rid of all of those symptoms by using the specialty herbs, which really helped her, of course, with weight loss when you work on the gut. And she had chronic back problems that aren't going to go away because of structural issues. And the inflammation and pain is greatly reduced. She was able to set exercise goals and gradually get stronger and stronger and do exercises she couldn't do before. Beth, you also met our second place winner. She isn't someone you would look at and expect to want to lose weight, but she was looking for health reasons. So keep that in mind. Even slimmer people will do the program. And she got her blood sugar issues in check, because before she would work out very hard at the gym and have crashing blood sugar and fatigue. And now she's getting more and more fit, and her body's reflecting her level of fitness, and she's been able to help her family. Corey is also here, and her goal was not to lose a great deal of weight, but to fix her metabolism. Because some of us might know people who want to lose weight, but they have to do it in a way that's not going to maintain. It's too hard. They have to cut out all carbohydrates, or they have to go super low calorie, or they have to exercise frantically, and that's not realistic. So she met her goal. She was able to lose the pounds that she wanted to lose, which wasn't a lot, but in a way that she could still live her life and still see her family. So for her, that was a big change. She made that metabolic shift. I had a woman in her 50s I'd known for several years, and for as long as I'd known her, she'd been exercising, and she wasn't an overeater. She didn't eat junk. She could not get the scale to budge. So we knew it would take a while. When their metabolism is slow, it's not an instant fix, because it wasn't all brought on by lifestyle. So she did lose several pounds and lost about 13 years off her metabolic age in the initial program. But 7 months later, she was still living her life, doing the program, and she'd lost several more pounds, but then you could see it. It was in the pictures, the before and after pictures, you could see the transformation in her that everyone was noticing. So it's important to remember that it's long-term and that these clients will make changes that they couldn't make before, and it won't all happen in the 13 weeks, so she's very happy.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Moi, j'ai 2 cas particulièrement qui m'ont vraiment marqué. J'avais une femme de 37 ans qui pesait 151 livres, avait arrêté de fumer depuis environ 1 an, et avait pris 40 livres. Au bout des 13 semaines, elle était rendue à 138 livres, mais elle était plus mince qu'avant qu'elle prenne ses 30 livres. À quel point que le programme Inform renforce le corps et la permet de shrinker par en dedans, qui était rendue solide, en forme et avait perdu son tissu adipeux, était à 34 au début, puis elle est descendue à 29. Et son âge métabolique était à 46 au début, puis elle est descendue à 32. C'est une fille que ça a été un plus bel exemple parce qu'elle n'avait aucune connaissance alimentaire, connaissait aucunement les tableaux nutritifs, mangeait du corn pops pour déjeuner. Elle a fait les changements alimentaires incroyables. Elle a tout transformé pour elle et sa famille. Et l'énergie qu'elle a retrouvée était incroyable. Elle était tellement contente, mais même si son poids n'était pas aussi mince qu'avant qu'elle prenne ses 30 livres, elle était plus mince physiquement.
C'est tout écrit sur ta feuille. Ah. So she had one of her participants that lost in body weight. She got toned, she got straightened. She had gained 30 pounds, 30 livres. She had gained 30 pounds, and with the Inform, she said you shrink inside as well because you get the metabolic age, you get everything that it gives you all your stats and your data. And she also showed her, how to eat properly because she was eating corn puffs in the morning, and quoi d'autre? Okay, she didn't know how to read a nutritional label. So Isabelle taught her all that, and now she's really back in shape and she's loving her new lifestyle.
J'en ai une autre, c'est une dame de 47 ans qui pesait 181 livres, puis à la fin, elle est rendue à 166 livres. C'était une personne hyper négative, c'était une personne qui avait tout le temps froid, c'était une personne qui ne mangeait plus de protéines du tout. Que ça a été long de lui faire comprendre à quel point que les protéines étaient importantes et elle était très déçue parce qu'elle ne voyait pas les résultats en dedans d'une semaine parce qu'il ne faut pas se cacher que les gens qui veulent perdre du poids aimeraient ça perdre 25 livres par semaine. Et un coup qu'elle a consommé des protéines et qu'elle a continué à faire le programme, son corps a aussi shrinké par en dedans. C'était des 5 cm par semaine. Elle perdait peut-être pas autant au niveau du poids, mais elle a vraiment perdu au niveau de la circonférence. Puis son âge métabolique a passé seulement de 60 à 51, mais elle a retrouvé une énergie, elle était rendue joyeuse, elle riait, elle avait chaud. C'était quelque chose aussi qui avait changé à l'intérieur de son corps. Elle avait un beau teint. Beaucoup de choses ont changé en dedans d'elle pendant le programme.
She has another participant that was really negative when she started. She weighed 181 pounds and went down to 166. Her metabolic age was 60, went down to 51. But the big thing is that she had taken out all the protein in her diet. So Isabelle had to reintroduce all the foods into her and to start. Elle perdait pas de poids au début, c'est ça? Elle perdait pas beaucoup de poids au début? She wasn't losing weight in the beginning, so then she started re-adding the protein and all that, and then she was losing, and as her metabolic age changed, she shrunk inside, and she was losing 5 centimeters per semaine, 5 centimeters a week now. So now she's happy again, and life is good. She was always cold, and now she's hot. She's regulated. Yeah, she's hot. She's hot.
She's hot inside and out.
Inside and out.
Yes.
At the beginning of each class, I ask my participant, what is your why and what is your goal? You want to lose weight. Often they are telling me they want to feel better, they want to fit, they want to be healthy. But I have had 2 participants, I am very proud of them. One of them was this lady. She was 50 years old. She was a very successful businesswoman. She was the CEO of one of the companies. And she came to my class. She told me her why is, it's been 5 years. At 7:30 in the morning, she has to sit on the couch waiting for her husband to come downstairs to put on her socks. She said, I want to be able to do it myself. And she was 50 years old. Her metabolic age was 68, and her body weight was 220 pounds. At the last session, she was 195 pounds, and her metabolic age was 42. And the last session, she told me it's been 5 days. She can put on her socks by her own. I was very proud of her. And then second one was this lady. She was 75 years old, and she said, my reason, I had that class in winter. She said, I want to go to Florida in May, and I want to be able to wear my bikini. And she was a very happy and young-looking woman. She started the class, and she said another goal of her is she was 170 pounds. She wanted to be 130. At the last session, she was 139.8, and that is on May. She kept coming weekly for a makeup session to the store, and I was weighing her. A month ago, her body weight was 130.2. And she was very happy. She wore her bikini, and she sent me a picture, but she said it's confidential. I cannot share it with you, ladies and gentlemen.
Vous savez, le programme Inform change des vies. Je pourrais vous parler de cas pour la prochaine heure, mais malheureusement, il faudrait couper sur notre dîner, fait que je vais faire ça court. Mais la première qui me vient en tête, c'est ma belle Lisanne, une jeune universitaire de 22 ans. Qui mesure 5 pieds 2 et qui était à 235 livres lors du départ Inform. Elle était très déprimée, très fatiguée, elle avait de la difficulté à terminer ses journées. Et elle a fait partie de mon premier groupe. Ça l'a pris les 4 premières semaines, elle ne perdait pas une livre. Parce qu'elle a passé sa vie à faire des régimes avec des points, sans avoir aucune connaissance. Donc, elle suivait les instructions, mais elle ne perdait rien. Et quand elle s'est mise à vraiment avoir plus des connaissances, elle s'est mise à fondre, à fondre. Présentement, elle est rendue à 53 livres. Le programme est terminé depuis janvier et je la vois régulièrement. Et moi, dans mes groupes, je propose aux gens de continuer de venir se faire peser gratuitement de façon régulière. Et elle continue à perdre entre 1 et 2 livres à tous les semaines. Et elle a encore des objectifs, et je l'ai vue il y a 2 semaines. Et pour la première fois, elle a des courbes ici. Et elle m'a pris dans ses bras en pleurant en disant « Est-ce que tu sais à quel point que tu vas changer ma vie? » Ça, c'est le premier cas. Je vais laisser Jeannette.
Inform is really a program that does change lives. And she had her first participant, elle avait 26 ans? 22, puis elle pesait. So her first participant was 22 years old and weighed 235 pounds. So she was really discouraged, and in the first 4 weeks of the program, she didn't lose 1 pound. But when she started understanding the program and how it worked, she really started melting. And even after the groups are done, Melanie encourages her participants and former participants to come and see her regularly to get weighed. So Lisanne had started the program in January, and she went to see her last week, and for the first time, she has curbs. And she started crying in Melanie's arms because she's like, you know, you really helped me to change my life. So how much does she weigh now? Elle pèse combien? 173. She lost 53 pounds and is now weighing 173.
That's awesome.
Le deuxième cas, c'est vraiment pour vous mettre en lumière que le programme Inform n'est pas juste pour les gens qui veulent perdre du poids. Moi, j'ai suivi beaucoup de gens qui voulaient prendre du tonus, qu'avec le temps, ils avaient joué beaucoup au yo-yo avec les différents régimes et qui étaient rendus mous, qui manquaient de force, qui manquaient de vitalité. Et j'ai suivi une femme qui a gagné 6 livres en masse musculaire, une femme de 47 ans, et tellement en énergie et en force, avec un beau corps sculpté. C'est de toute beauté à voir.
Her second participant, she says it's not just for weight loss, but you could get toned as well. So she had a participant that gained 6 pounds on muscle, all on muscle, and this is what the participant wanted. So she says this program really answers any questions or anything that we want to do with our bodies. Quoi d'autre, Kevin? C'est ça? Okay, so it could go either way. So you could work with them and follow them and help them achieve what they want.
Absolument, tous mes clients ont des résultats, des transformations. Puis c'est une des raisons pourquoi je suis vraiment amoureuse de Inform, parce que la transformation qu'on veut chez l'être humain, c'est pas juste le poids. On a le pourcentage de gras, c'est sûr, puis c'est ce tout le monde veut perdre du poids ou presque. mais c'est aussi la transformation émotionnelle et mentale qui se passe, dont une en particulier qui me touche sincèrement, c'est qu'après la 3e semaine, a réalisé que son problème était l'alcool. Donc, elle a quitté le groupe avec du tonic Mineralchi, du Sérénité, puis du HTP Power, puis tout ça, pour rentrer dans les AA, pour revenir à l'automne. Donc, j'ai eu des nouvelles justement dernièrement. Elle revient dans mon groupe en novembre. Donc, toutes les transformations, pour moi, c'est ça. Il y a des gens qui ont de la difficulté avec leur métabolisme. Donc, eux, je ne travaille pas avec eux autres, avec le poids. On va travailler à reconstruire, rebâtir leur métabolisme. Et quand ils ont perdu 1 an, pour eux autres, puis pour moi, c'est merveilleux. Et aussi, la masse musculaire. Je suis contente que Mélanie en a parlé parce que j'ai failli oublier. J'ai une de mes clientes dont c'est une jeune fille qui est dans la force policière, qui s'entraîne, on peut dire, qui s'entraîne vraiment comme une malade. Puis elle n'avait aucune découpure musculaire. Puis quand elle est venue me voir, elle a dit le programme, il m'intéresse pour apprendre, justement, parce qu'on a parlé beaucoup de masse musculaire. Puis elle a dit, moi, je ne découpe pas. Ben, j'ai dit, j'aimerais ça que tu fasses Inform, puis qu'on t'apprenne comment, justement, changer dans ton alimentation, puis de voir les découpures. Puis Mélanie l'a vu personnellement, elle a un six-pack. On finit la semaine prochaine, donc ça a pris à peu près entre 8 et 10 semaines à son corps à vraiment se muscler. Elle, son objectif, c'était vraiment de voir les muscles, là, puis on les a maintenant. Donc, c'est vraiment de tout. C'est de 16 livres à 2 livres, à gras viscéral de 2 points. Pour moi, ça, c'est immense aussi. Fait que c'est vraiment de tous les résultats qu'on a.
Okay. Merci. So, as José as well is saying, it transforms lives, but it's physically, emotionally, and it's not just weight loss, but there's also the visceral fat. If it changes by 1, that's amazing to her. If the metabolic age goes down by 2 years, that's amazing to her. So she's also speaking about the getting toned. Like Melanie was saying, you could do weight loss or get toned. She was dealing with a cop as well that trained a lot, but didn't have any, she wasn't toned, and now she has a six-pack. So José has been working with her. Oh, okay, and there was one of her participants that wasn't losing weight after 3 weeks. And she finally admitted, that she had an alcohol problem. So she went into the AAs, they gave her products, and she says, when you're finished, come back and we will put you on the Inform program. And now she just heard back from this participant, and we'll take her on in the next few weeks, I guess. Yeah, in November.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, just a couple more questions here, and we'll have to keep them short and sweet. All right, what were some of the challenges that you have faced with the program, and how did you overcome them? An example may be, someone was losing weight, maybe they were a little negative, low attendance, different things like that.
Well, I did have, in my first session, I'll never forget her, it was a couple actually that joined, and she definitely needed to lose weight. He was very thin, high metabolic rate, and I think he coerced her into coming. It was great. He was there to support her, which was wonderful. But every time she would come to class, she came, but she would completely disengage, and all she would do was doodle. She would just scribble. You'd watch her the whole class. She would just kind of doodle away. She just wasn't paying attention. So, she kept coming, and then I think it was the 3rd week or something, and I introduced Sunshine Rewards, and I thought, well, I kind of was like not even expecting her to be interested at all. And funny enough, both her and her husband were like the first ones. They wanted the product, they wanted to sign up, and they became like really good customers. And it was such a shock. Like, it was so funny because I was thinking she's disengaged and she's only there for her husband, yet, she was really committed to the program, so that people surprise you.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know.
It's definitely a learning curve when you introduce weight loss. It's a whole new dimension. Definitely with the couples, they're not always on the same page, and they join for different reasons. So I had a participant, husband and wife. He wasn't losing weight, scale wasn't moving, and usually men do start losing weight faster. So we kind of pushed and probed a bit. I had enough rapport with him, I could kind of call him out on it, and he confessed he was eating peanut butter sandwiches every night before bed. So, and he was just there to support my program. So, I just let him know that unless he's successful, it doesn't reflect well on me. So it's important to just sit down and really analyze what they're doing, and I found it helps to set expectations. So from my learning experiences, I let people know that they really do need to be coachable. They need to allow me to work with them closely, because if they're just a loose cannon and don't allow me to really sit down with them and analyze, I can't help them. And also help them to manage their expectations, because sometimes the most weight loss is not in the beginning, whereas other programs, they do lose more initially. The other thing would be scheduling. If there's a participant who works shift work, or you anticipate that they're going to miss a lot of classes, I would not enroll them with the group. I would do an individual program for them so they're not affecting the energy of the group.
Okay, great.
Pour la personne pour les objectifs ou les personnes que j'ai eu la difficulté à faire perdre du poids qui ne croyaient pas, comme la personne qui a perdu énormément de poids, qui son corps a shrinké par en dedans, à toutes les semaines, elle voulait lâcher le cours. Sauf que mon problème, c'est que je ne possédais pas encore l'uniforme par cœur. Je ne savais pas trop dans quelle direction on s'en allait. C'est sûr que ça m'a pris du temps, le temps de le vivre pour voir où on s'en va, mais avec les protéines, il faut y croire, il faut les encourager à en consommer, il faut les encourager à revenir et à un moment donné, ils vont voir les résultats. Mais il n'y a pas personne qui part du même endroit. Leur métabolisme n'est pas à la même puissance d'une personne à une autre, mais il faut vraiment les inciter à consommer leurs protéines et les encourager, et même les encourager à tous les 2 ou 3 jours par texto ou par courriel. Ça demandait un certain effort, mais quand on comprend le programme, on réalise à quel point que les protéines sont vraiment importantes.
So her participant that wasn't losing weight in the beginning but shrunk from inside, she wanted to quit each week. She was like, no, that's it for me. I'm not coming back. That's it. So Isabelle had to really work with her. And when she started losing weight, she started understanding the importance of having protein in your diet. And she says it's really, you have to keep in constant touch with them, either by text or by email or by phone, whatever is easiest for you, but to encourage them, to let them know that, that they're working the program. But she says sometimes she doesn't know what way they're going, so that's why you got to continue working with them and not let them quit, because it's a journey they embarked on.
I often have had people, they cannot lose weight, and people, they are negative participant. For the people they cannot lose weight, I usually give them a few sessions in private, and I go through the participant manual with them, and always I take them for a store tour in grocery department and in produce, and I make sure they know how to read the label and how to choose the healthier food. And for negative participants, they usually get stress and they get panic. I often invite a certified hypnotherapist and a yoga practitioner in 1 or 2 of my classes sessions, and they teach them how they can reduce their stress, and this usually this will help for them to lose weight.
Ce qui est formidable avec le programme Inform, c'est la force du groupe. Beaucoup de gens me disaient, oui, mais on peut le faire en individuel, mais je vous dirais que les plus beaux résultats que j'ai eus, c'est que les groupes entre eux s'encouragent. Mes groupes, des fois, ont accès un et l'autre, et les participants, des fois, il y en a une qui a une attitude négative une journée, et je peux vous assurer que celle qui a perdu 2,5 livres dans la semaine parce qu'elle a pris la peine de préparer des choses au niveau alimentaire, et qu'une autre personne dit « Oui, mais moi, j'ai pas le temps, moi, je cours », les autres gens vont se charger de leur répondre et de leur mettre la vérité en plein visage, ce qui va leur faire prendre conscience des changements qu'ils doivent faire. Et si on voit que des gens sont vraiment pris en main, mais que pour une raison, des fois, au niveau du métabolisme, au niveau de leur santé, c'est plus difficile. Moi, je vais utiliser beaucoup le journal alimentaire et j'envoie des petits messages textes dans la semaine, comment ça va. Et si je vois qu'ils sont un petit peu déçus, à ce moment-là, je leur demande d'arriver un petit peu plus tôt de la rencontre et je vais regarder avec eux. Et c'est à ce moment-là, des fois, qu'on est capable de cibler en fonction de leurs connaissances, hein, parce qu'on est des groupes de 6, 8, 10. Et là, à ce moment-là, j'ai plusieurs cas que je pense qu'on disait « Ah, ben là, regarde, tu vois, ça, c'est pas correct. » Et les autres semaines, ils réussissaient à reprendre le contrôle et partageaient, parce que ce qui est important là-dedans, c'est de voir que, tu sais, si tout le monde allait tout le temps bien, on ne pourrait pas voir, mais des fois, il y en a que ça prend quelques semaines, puis un coup, qui ont eu vraiment le déclic, bien là, ça amène de la motivation aux autres, donc la force du groupe.
So what she's saying is that some people want to do it individually, but it's a lot better to do it in group. When you are in a group, you are kept accountable. Because when you do it on your own, like, oh, nobody's going to know. But when you have to get on the scale, you know, do your weigh-ins, and if nothing changes, whatever, or you haven't done what you have, this is why it's important to keep accountable. She said, you know, somebody that loses 2.5 pounds in a week and the other one that doesn't, well, it's going to help them, you know, to help them translate into this new mode. Everybody's busy. Some people say, I'm too busy, I don't have time. Well, everybody has a busy lifestyle. So they give them tips, and they really tell them, you know, if you want to do this, you want to lose weight, this is what you got to do. So after a few weeks, then they get into their program, and really they start understanding it, and they start seeing the transformations. And she does believe in the journal that they have, so that way they could write everything in it. And like if it's everything you put in your mouth, you write it down, because sometimes it's like, oh, it's just one thing or whatever, and it ends up that we don't lose weight.
2 challenges for me. I'm going to do this one in English
Okay.
to save you some time.
Thank you.
2 challenges. First one is 10 people per group is a lot of people for us to be able to start on time, because of to give them their results and the measurements. They don't all come an hour before, so you know that was one challenge. So I would say between 5 and 6 is probably the best groups you can have. The other challenge that I was facing is the fact that I'm not a naturopath, and knowing that if they're not losing weight, there's something wrong with their system, and I was not really able to see exactly what it was. So I found a solution. So now Melanie is the naturopath that follows all of my clients. The ones in New Brunswick, they don't come here. I bring her with me now. So that was just the challenges for me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to have to speed up our little answers here. All right, Janique.
For signing people up, how do you turn a no to a yes? What are some referral methods you use to get more people into your classes?
Well, again, I think I did the information sessions so that people could come and hear about the information. And then again, if they signed up, they got a discount at the time. Also, for anyone who went through the program and did the Inform with me already, I offered a discount. If they referred friends or family, I would give them a discount, so that would kind of motivate them to bring people as well. So that really helped, because once you get a couple of groups, you can get other people then going, oh, it was a great program. I think my sister or my mother or someone should do it with, should do it. So some people want to do the program again a second time, like they'll finish it and they want to continue. And then they think, oh, I'd like to bring a family or friend with me. So that always helps.
Awesome.
Yeah, I do rely a lot on the word of mouth, because it gives a lot of credibility when people see your participants, and that's really what's attracted more attention and brought new participants in. I don't try too hard if they've gotten all the information and they're just not ready. I don't try too hard to convert them. They'll come around if they're going to.
When they're ready, they're ready.
Seeing the good results.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pour le programme Inform, il faut que les gens comprennent que ce programme axé sur la perte de poids en santé, que c'est de leur demander c'est quoi qu'ils veulent travailler sur leur santé, parce qu'aussitôt qu'ils vont travailler sur leur perte de poids, ils vont travailler aussi sur les symptômes. Que plus on va travailler sur le fait qu'ils vont être en santé, qu'ils vont paraître jeunes, que leur peau va rester en place lorsqu'ils vont maigrir, les gens embarquent plus facilement dans la perte de poids. C'est pas une perte de poids rapide où ce que le corps va pendre, ou que le menton va pendre, ou que les seins vont se ramasser en bas. C'est une perte de poids qui va être en santé, et les gens vont garder un beau corps. Et ça, c'est très influent. Ça les influence beaucoup.
It's important, and it's a great program with Inform, that it's a program that makes you lose weight, but in a healthy way. And also people will keep their skin intact, everything, and it's not like she was saying, your breasts could fall, or you could have all of this that are loose or whatsoever. So people are losing weight in a healthy way and just keeping the way they are.
Usually a couple of weeks before I start my program, I have an information night. And in that information night, I weigh everyone. And when people see their metabolic age mostly and their body fat percentage, usually 95% of them register for the class. And for the rest, I usually give them a discount if they have a family member or if they have a spouse. So I give them like 50% discount. They can join together. But I usually get 100% of them to register in my class.
Awesome.
Moi, comme je vous disais un petit peu plus tôt, quand je demandais à quelqu'un m'approchait, me disait hey, « moi, ça m'intéresse », je posais toujours la question « est-ce qu'il y a des gens alentour de toi qui seraient intéressés ?» Ils me disent « ah oui, bien, organise-moi un groupe, moi, j'offrais un rabais, disons pour les groupes de 6, finalement, le groupe, le programme Inform ne coûtait rien. Donc, encore une fois, c'est la personne qui choisissait, qui travaillait pour moi. Et en plus de ça, ce qui est intéressant, c'est que mes petites soirées avec le BioTracker, je faisais des petites séances d'information et je demandais aux gens, pendant leur programme, leurs 13 semaines avec moi, d'inviter une personne rendue à la 4e ou 5e séance. Je leur disais, invitez une personne, c'est gratuit, ils vont venir voir. Et comme ça, j'ai réussi à avoir plusieurs personnes pour mes groupes suivants.
So how she did it is when she had somebody that was possibly interested in hosting a group, she would ask them to find other people. And when that person had other people join her, Melanie would give them a discount on the group. Après? Okay, so she was working with a referral program and using the BioTracker in a way to attract people. No?
Okay.
So the BioTracker was her best tool.
Best tool. Okay.
I don't really get no's because I don't let them. You know, saying no to me is like saying I don't want to live anymore. And even with that, I would still want to help. So I don't get no's, but I use the BioTracker. The BioTracker is for me is like you know, if you're in your car and you're at a stop sign and somebody knocks on your window and saying, hey, I know you're going to this event at Nature Sunshine, but you're going the wrong way, you're going to be pretty happy that that person right there is telling you the right way to go, the fastest and the easiest, and you know. So I believe this is what our job is, you know, to bring them somewhere. So, but I use Facebook, the BioTracker, and now I'll be able to use les témoignages,
Testimonials.
the testimonials. So this is how I do it.
Awesome.
And you used to bring your BioTracker
awesome.
everywhere you
Love
went.
it. Love it. Okay, this one is just for Jose and Ramona, because I know you guys use Skype. So I just wanted to ask how that worked for you. What are some of the tips that you can give other fellow coaches when it just comes to Skype? I know you've used that with some clients.
Yeah, using Skype was an experiment for me. It was really the only way I could coach my sister and her husband. They live 3 hours away from me, so I think it helps if it's someone you already have a relationship with. So it is really good in the way of having the flexibility and the times of the meetings, and we can juggle it around our schedules. So I've emailed them the forms that they need as far as the weight management questionnaire, so I can analyze that. And we're only about 7 modules in, so we're not done. I'm not sure how it's going to all come out, but because Skype can be a little bit sketchy, I tend to, I use the phone for the actual conversation on speaker. I put the PowerPoint up on the computer and we share the screen so we can go through the PowerPoint as if we were in person, and we have the discussion at the beginning as we would in any other class.
Okay, awesome. Jose? I'll take that back.
At first, Skype was not very good for me because it was hanging up every 15 minutes, so that was pretty annoying. So now I know that you absolutely need high-speed internet to use Skype. So we got that fixed. So, but this is awesome. Skype is, if you have groups that are far away, like my group at my mom's is in New Brunswick, so every 2 weeks I go down there, but the other week I'm on Skype. I kind of miss the person-to-person connection. But still, you know, they're happy to be there, and they give me their results. And as long as I have the results, and they do have their results, but you know, it's a perfect
perfect tool to
tool.
to help you grow your business.
Yeah.
To reach people you couldn't, basically.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. All right, final question, ladies. How has Inform transformed your Nature's Sunshine business?
It got me to Cabo.
That's all she's got to say.
Yes, Inform did help me to grow my business group and help me to achieve the iInspire trip. Aside from that, I've enjoyed, it really does deepen the relationship with the client. They may go from just a random customer to a committed client, but also raving fans of Nature's Sunshine and basically walking billboards for you and your product, and they'll have nothing but good things to say. So I've really enjoyed that, and it's helped people to really kind of educate themselves and listen to their bodies better, so that once they're done the program, a lot of them are still following the program, they're understanding what they need, and they've kept it going without you having to poke and prod them along the way.
Awesome, thank you.
Inform a apporté, on peut dire, de l'eau au moulin, dans le sens que ça t'amène d'autres outils de travail. On travaille de plus en plus, on a d'autres services à offrir pour la clientèle. Ça m'a permis d'aller à iInspire.
It brought me new tools, and it gave me the chance to attend iInspire.
It has changed my paycheck, and beside that, it has changed my knowledge as well, because every time I have class, I have to study, I have to answer their questions, so I go back after class and I read more, so I have more information and I give them more information.
Awesome, thank you.
Avec le programme, ce qui est intéressant, c'est que ça donne une accessibilité aux gens. Donc, moi, ça m'a permis d'approcher un autre type de clientèle, même qui voulait devenir coach, de gens qui, comme moi, n'ont peut-être pas les connaissances en naturopathie, mais qui sont désireux d'apporter une santé et vraiment de trouver les outils. Et le programme Inform est vraiment clé en main pour ça. Donc, moi, ça m'a permis d'augmenter ma clientèle et ça m'a permis vraiment de développer mon réseau en proposant cet outil-là à d'autres gens qui rêvaient de transformer la vie des autres.
It brought new people into my business, and it gave me access to other people that wanted to either be part of a group or become an Inform coach. And not necessarily people I could have reached out to, but people that were looking for this type of program. Okay.
Great, thank you.
José?
For me, it was an answer to a prayer. Whoever is here to serve, that loves to play and kiss, needs this. Not only do I now do something, well, I always did it with passion, but now I have better tools, better products, you know. Not only that, but I see transformations, and this is what I'm here to do. And I did not know, and I promise you that I did not know the money that was behind this.
Yeah.
Because I got a $17 check, and I called Melanie and to ask why I got that. And she said, oh, because of your order and blah, blah, blah. And the next month, $38, and I was like wondering. And then 300 and something, and then 700 and something, and then 1,100 and something. And I'm like, now I get it.
Now you get it.
Now I know.
That's awesome.
So I would like, if this makes any difference, you know, if you're not an Inform coach, you should become one, at least to find one that will do it for you afterwards. So then the working process is on the way.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Nature's Sunshine.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much for your insights today. Thank you. All right, well, I only have one more question, and it's for you guys. If not us, who? And if not now, when? Now is the time. People need what we have to offer. And I'll leave you with this final quote by Steve Jobs. Those who are crazy enough to say they will change the world are the ones that usually do. And in all in love, I say, I think you're all crazy here. I do. So you're crazy enough to transform people's lives with Inform. Thank you so much.